to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
They challenged this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Leaves it with the back. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be one at one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Back to pass, it's Flagway. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Might be calling a hot route. On the snap, it's Vaughn. There he goes. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Sprinting away. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but
There he goes! They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
he was just unflapped.
Wide open spaces. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The Gators racing to the line in a hurry-up. Back to throw. It's Lagway. He's got him. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows it's come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Wants to keep it in the air. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in the window. Good pass defense.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Gators! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. The offense changing the play. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air, it's Lagway. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Uncorks one to the middle. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Bob. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
On the direct snap, it's Bob. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in away at the 37. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really...
Oh, a lot of space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. He wants to change this route. Direct snap. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
On on 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. Using his legs, it's Clark. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up the throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, uses athleticism, uses speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It's complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
It's 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Coming out with it, it's Payne. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Wants to adjust the pattern. Direct snap, it's Love. Runs through a tackle. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Love. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Locke. It's a seam wide open. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing it that ball would just trickle into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Fires left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
Boy, that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Gets the back moving. On the snap, it's Love. Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Fair catch called for and made. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Flagway. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game. Now completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Might be changing the route. Snap to the back. Creates a little room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Lots of running room. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Flagway. Here's a heat. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Making side adjustments here. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap. It's live. He's loose. Turning it on. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Aaron. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bringing the heat. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to...
Turning on the Jets. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Man, what a nice touchdown run. This is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Trying to beat the D deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, look for the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Bob. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Setting up the screen. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Back has it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Second down.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Bob. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Quarterback making checks. On the direct snap, it's Bob. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. Wide open spaces. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Michigan State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 18 over the Judicials. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with his unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see if they could build on that in this game. So far, they hadn't gotten to the QB until that last play just now. Now let's find out if they can crank up the heat.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Plows through the defense. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
On the snap, it's locked. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat. He might want another play.
Notre Dame 49, Florida 28.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Direct snap. Pressure coming. Caught behind the line. It's Carr. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Makes the grab. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a...
Throws toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. He said there would be days in games like this. Nothing seems to have gone right in the latest mishap. A touchdown taken away by the flag. He'll take another shot here. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Unloads to the right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And the Gators need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Another incompletion on third down.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Quarterback making adjustments. Snap to the back. It's a seam wide open at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Lagway. He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And this is a tough spot for QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the defense.
He's got it down the left side. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
Just keep slinging it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Lagway. He's got an open man. Gets away from one, finds room. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Gators with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Quarterback may change this route. There he goes! Smashes ahead. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. If they get this...